261 people boarded a plane in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. They had no idea they were stepping into one of the deadliest aviation disasters in Nigeria's history. Families said their goodbyes, luggage was loaded, passengers took their seats. Everything looked normal, routine, safe, predictable. But within minutes of takeoff, something went terribly wrong. A fire had started inside the aircraft, and what began as a routine flight quickly turned into a race against death. This was the story of Nigeria's Airways Flight 2120 crash, and what investigators discovered afterward shocked the entire aviation world. The aircraft was a Douglas DC-8 operated by Nigeria Airways. It was carrying pilgrims returning from Jeddah to Nigeria. Most of the passengers were exhausted. Many had completed a spiritual journey. There was peace in the cabin, a sense that the hardest part of the journey was already behind them. But beneath that calm exterior, a hidden danger was already in motion, a problem that had started long before the aircraft even left the ground. Inside the cabin, passengers began to notice something unusual. Smoke, then heat, then panic. Flight attendants moved quickly, trying to understand what was happening, but by the time the seriousness of the situation was understood, the fire had already spread beyond control. Critical parts of the aircraft were being weakened from below, and the plane was no longer in stable condition. The pilots attempted to return to Jeddah, but time was no longer on their side. The fire was growing, the aircraft was losing structural integrity, and every second mattered. Then came the final moments. The aircraft could not make it back. It went down near Jeddah, and in an instant, 261 lives were gone. No survivors, no second chance, just silence. When investigators later studied what happened to Nigeria Airways Flight 2120 crash, they discovered a chain reaction of failures. A tire burst during takeoff. That single event led to extreme heat buildup. That heat ignited a fire in the landing gear area, and that fire spread in ways that became uncontrollable. But beyond the technical findings, there were deeper questions. Questions about maintenance, questions about safety standards, and questions about whether warning signs had been ignored. This was not just a tragic accident. It was a system failure, a sequence of overlooked details that ended in irreversible loss. And even today, the story of Flight 2120 remains a painful reminder, because in aviation, what seems like a small issue on the ground can become a catastrophe in the sky. But this is not the only mystery in Nigeria's history, because in the next episode, we move from aviation tragedy to political power, a leader crisis, a nation watches, and his death still raises questions that have never fully been answered.